Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Okay guys, this whole entire video since like I say midday yesterday was a headache. So before I get into the whole whatever happened, I'm actually reviewing the Maybelline new concealer, their Super Stay. This was to last up to 30 hours. So you guys will see how this goes. But before I get into this and what happened throughout this whole entire recording, be sure you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't done so already. Ring that bell so you're notified when I do upload a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this concealer, if you ever tried it before, or just Maybelline in general. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle right there, and let's get started with the video. So when you guys are seeing this right now with this black shirt, this is the following day. I tried this out yesterday. So later on in the video, you'll see me doing check-ins and me actually putting it on. That was from yesterday. Today, I obviously had to film this because the recordings I did yesterday, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's my mic or the wire, I don't know what's going on, but lately it's been doing this whole staticky thing. So I have no idea where that is coming from. Again, I don't know if it's the mic, the wire, or what the case may be. I need to figure that out. Another thing as well is that my battery died as I was doing the intro, and also accompanying that was a stat. I had to trash that whole entire video. And the rest of the clips you'll see later on from my check-ins and the outro, I had to do it on my iPhone. So it's gonna be a mix of, you know, this camera right here and my iPhone. So I do apologize for the sudden change in quality and what's going on. It's just been a disaster. So anyways, back to this concealer after the whole shebang of what's going on. I got this at Shoppers Drug Mart and this retails for about almost $20. I could have gotten it on sale, but I didn't have time to go back to Shoppers Drug Mart to get it. If you could find it at Walmart, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more cheaper. So again, this is the Maybelline Super Stay Activewear Concealer. This wears up to 30 hours. I got it in the shade 18. Now, when I went to Shoppers, they only had about 5 or 6 shades on display. And at first, I was thinking, really? Only 5 or 6 shades? This is a little ridiculous. How do you expect me to find anything, right? And then I went on the Maybelline website to get more information, and luckily on there it actually shows 16 shades. So again, because this lasts up to 30 hours, I'm presuming that it is a very long wear concealer. And the fact that it says activewear on here would make me think that it is great for if you were to be outside in the sun, a lot of physical activities. And I really put this to the test yesterday because I went to Taste of Asia. It was hot, it was humid, I got a bit of a tan. I don't think you guys can tell, but I got a smidge darker. So this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer with a matte finish. For full coverage, I didn't feel like this was full coverage because the way that it applied and the way it was blended out, it made it look like it was more medium-ish. Yes, it gave me some coverage underneath my eyes right here, but I didn't feel like it was full coverage. When I hear full coverage, I think of you know, completely opaque, nothing's coming through. When I was blending this out, again, it gave me coverage, but I still felt like it was more medium-ish. It wasn't heavy. It was very lightweight. And another thing as well, because this is a matte finish, this dries down fast. So if you're gonna be working on one side, finish the one side. Don't put one here, put one there, and then wait for it to dry out like I usually do with my other concealers. This will dry out fast, so you need to work very quickly. So like I said, this is a lightweight formula and it's resistant to transfer, and it does not crease or feel cakey, which by the way, I can actually agree to that because as you'll see later on in the video, it held up really well. And I find it very surprising because when I went on the Maybelline website, it was 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'm thinking, is it that bad? But as I tried it out and I wore it, I was like, this is actually quite good. It lasted quite a long time. I think you can wear this concealer on by itself and you'll have this fresh face look and not having look, again, cakey or makeup obvious. And another thing as well that I find very odd is that when someone's saying that it's a full coverage but it's lightweight and natural looking, I was like, Usually natural looking isn't associated with full coverage, but that's just me. But Maybelline is saying that this is full coverage, lightweight, looks like second skin, it's breathable and comfortable, which it definitely is. So another thing as well is that this is dermatologist tested, allergy tested, non-comedogenic, and vegan. So it's definitely great all around, the fact that it's lightweight, vegan, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested, and all those other factors there. And another thing I wanted to point out is that the doe foot applicator is very unique. Like, I've never seen a doe foot applicator like this before. It's very, very flexible. The concealer feels very, very nice. I've never felt a concealer consistency like this before. Normally with like concealers, I see like, you know, they're very liquidy, very thick, but this is very lightweight, gives great coverage. And it did not settle into lines, especially my smile line. But anyways, you guys will see what I mean in my check-ins and my outro. Alright, it's been about 7 or 8 hours. Pores are still looking good. Nose is kind of looking a little shiny, but overall it's manageable. Nothing sent to my fine lines either. I say good job so far. Alright, so right now it's 7:20. It's been almost 12, it's been 10 and a half hours since I first applied the concealer. And you know what? It's holding up quite well. I went to Taste of Asia. We've been outside in the heat and it's hot and humid. And you know what? It's actually holding up quite well. I am a little glowy, but my pores are still looking smooth. Under eyes great. Not settling in my smile line right there, which I'm quite impressed because most of the time it'll like settle there. Forehead still looking fine. Overall, not bad. Especially like you can't see like the pore areas, because obviously at some point you could kind of see my pores wearing very nicely. Again, forehead's looking good, smoothed out. Smile lines, very, very minimal, like wear and settling to the fine lines. And again, I've been outside since like what, 2? Was it 2?
No, we're outside from like since 12.
Yeah, so we've been outside in the heat. It's like, it was 25 or 26, but it said that it felt like 29 to 30 degrees. And yeah, and then it's supposed to be like a heat warning too. So we've been outside in the heat. And obviously with all of like the tents and vendors with their like generators and smoke everywhere, you know, it gets a lot hotter, but it's holding up quite well. I'm quite impressed. I'm gonna wait another couple of hours and see how it is, because we have to walk Oaks right now. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so when you're seeing this, I actually filmed this like before, in the middle of my intro or explanation, because as I was doing that, my camera died. So I was just like, ah, crud. And yeah, like right now it's close to 11 o'clock. I am tired. People are messaging me. Anyways, you guys, so like I said, right now it is close to 11 o'clock. It's like 15 minutes to 11. I've had this on for almost 14 hours now. So the first like 7-8 hours, as you guys saw in my like previous check-in, it still looked good. And like I said, I went to Taste of Asia. It was hot outside, it was humid, and with all of like the grills going on, like I said, it just added on to that. So anyways, taking a closer look on what's going on, I don't know why I pulled out my mirror here, but I'm gonna look at my ring light. So taking a closer look, I'm quite shiny. To be fair though, it's been like a 14-hour day. I'm obviously gonna show some wear. It may look oily, but I think it's like kind of like a glow at the same time. It's not like greasy oil, if you know what I mean. I still think it looks doable for like a glow. It doesn't look too greasy oily, but that's just me. Taking a closer look, I have a weird view right now. My forehead still looks good. Right where my smile line is though, pretty darn good. Like nothing settling, and obviously I've been laughing, been talking, been eating, so there's a lot of like facial movements, but there's nothing collecting there, which is pretty darn good. Around the sides of my nose, you can see some shine there. Pores, they're still looking pretty darn smooth. I mean, you can see a little bit of it now after 14 hours of wear, but again, for 14 hours of wear, it still looks relatively a lot smoother than other concealers I've worn. It didn't really settle in my fine lines here too much, but I do have to say it did kind of make my mascara run a little bit, and this mascara never runs at all. Never, never, never. It looks so not running, but it starts like to bleed a little, and this never happens with any other concealer. It's only with this one. I don't know if it's because it's super hot today that's like that, but you know, you can see a bit of bleeding there. Everything else looks fine. The forehead relatively looks good, you know, it's just quite shiny. But same thing with the rest of my face too. But again, for a 14-hour wear, it held up really, really well. I'm quite impressed with it. I give this a thumbs up. Like, this is quite nice. And again, it was like 30 degrees outside with a bunch of grills and gas and everything going around. Like, it was hot. And this stayed put. Like, I am really, really impressed by this. I'm flabbergasted right now. But anyways, if you guys want a long-lasting concealer, go get the Maybelline Super Stay. Like, I'm really, really impressed by it. Anyway, so I need to take all this off, go to bed, because I have to wake up and go to the gym tomorrow. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye.